So I've listened to Jiddu Krishnamurthi, uh, mostly on YouTube, old YouTube, I guess, old recordings, old lectures, because he died in 1980s, early 1980s, I believe. I do not know if it's a year, but anyway, I always, and then I've read books where he was quoted, and then he's a pretty unique individual. Unfortunately, I didn't catch up on his bio, but I do know, although he was born in India, he kind of was adopted by, I believe, English parents or something, or English people. And then he went and lived there, but then suddenly decided to be essentially kind of like a monk. But he wasn't the classical wearing the robes and all that stuff. It was the normal dressed and normal, you know, I guess following the normal life, more of a monk. He's very deep. I mean, there are many, like including Dalai Lama, and so many people revere him and think highly of him when it comes to spirituality, mind, and meditation and all that stuff. Anyway, I came upon this Book of Life. I thought maybe he wrote it, but it wasn't. But it's more of a collection of lectures. And what's great is 12 months, basically each month, each day is a lesson or a lecture or a philosophy or a theme. And each month is a theme essentially. One is about relationship, sex, so on, and then another one of religion, another one about life, another one about emotions, so on and so forth. I personally was like, I need a book. I need this book in audible or audio. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it so far because there's so many gems. So I'm normally, kind of underlying things in books I really like, and it hasn't been a while since I have had to underline things in a book. This was one. Some of the things with whole death and whole religion, politics, so on and so forth, so in depth. Despite how many philosophers, spiritual gurus I've read, there were things that were different in Jiddu Krishnamurti. These lessons, one of the things great I really enjoyed about everything is about his views about emotions, sex, or relationships, or religion, because he goes, kind of is spiritual, so he doesn't like attribute to any religion. And that's where it struck me, where I kind of think that same thing, but he put it in a different, beautiful sense. What he means by religion versus what people go, think religion, where religion is set of rules, and Christianity, Hinduism, Muslim, I don't know, whatever else, Jew, Jewish, whatever, right? You can go on and on. There are multiple things, then tribalism. Versus what he thinks religion is being totally in sync with the universe, more of. I'm kind of giving a loose interpretation of what he said. And that's what he says is true religion versus this artificial human-based religion where everybody's saying my religion is the best, right? That's the true religion. That's kind of argument everywhere, right? It doesn't matter. Like, hey, you go to Christians and it's Jesus, and hey, do you believe in Jesus? If not, you might be a sinner, or you might go to hell, something like that. Or if you're a Muslim, hey, you don't believe in Allah, or Muhammad, whatever, right? You're going to die, or you go to hell. Same thing with the Hindus, whatever. Every religion has its own rules and things that you have to follow to be in that religion or be a particular follower. So same goes to any belief system. It's more human rules, artificial rules. So that's one of the things he goes very well into, and also about relationships and emotions. There's just too many. I mean, I feel like this book needs to be read multiple times. It's more kind of like a meditation ritual. Every day read a page maybe and meditate on this. Something like that. I just wish there was Audible. Maybe there is. I haven't seen it. I need to find it because I want to listen to it multiple times because I feel like there's a lot of gold in this that needs to be reiterated multiple times. I might need to find other Jiddu Krishnamurthi books because he has unique views on everything. Apart from even the gurus, I kind of respect a lot that I follow. So, bottom line, highly recommend this book. And reading it multiple times if you can, or listening to it if there is one available. Hey, if there's one available, hit me up, right? Point me to that. I'll probably find it if there is one, but I haven't seen it yet. So that's kind of what I would like. Or there are apps, I believe, that you can scan and convert it into Audible. I've seen it somewhere. Maybe I'll do my AI agents to do that for me. So anyway, highly recommend this book. Reading it, and maybe if you can, find the Audible if possible and listening it to multiple times because it's a very easy read. At times it can seem complex, by the way. That one thing I will give. Because if you're not in depth in thinking that way, I don't even know if you think you're in depth in thinking. Thinking is one thing. Feeling, experiencing things is completely different. That's what I've learned. You can think about things, understand things. That's all. That's one of the things Jiddu Krishnamurthi notes, by the way, is that whole thinking process and being that intelligence process where when you are thinking through things or because you're experiencing things or thinking through things based on your past experiences or thinking about the future. And that doesn't, help you in actually being in the moment and really clear-minded to just experiencing whatever it is and without having the prior programming dictate what's happening. And that's what everybody gets stuck in. No matter how much I've thought I have self-realization or self-awareness, I barely touch 50%, of being aware or being clear-minded enough to just look at things as they are instead of having my colored, thinking onto whatever I'm seeing or hearing. It's very rare that I can do that. On occasions I do, I realize like it's an incredible feeling or incredible realization when you do that, but it's rare, it's hard, right? Because our human mind is essentially a machine. It programs things and then that's how we operate. It's good and bad thing, right? Anyway, so that's one of the heavy things he emphasizes, Jiddu Krishnamurthi. All right, I went on longer than I expected. So bottom line, highly recommend reading this book.